This lesson is intended for grade 11 learners. It is designed to differentiate the models of oral communication. This is for you to have background of the lesson as you journey in understanding and in finishing this course. Hello dear students! Welcome to the second week of our oral communication class. I am Teacher Aris at your humble service and you are watching DepEd MP TV. Be ready with your pen and paper for writing some important details and your learning activity sheet. After this lesson, you are expected to differentiate the models of communication. The Shannon's model of communication, introduced by Claude Shannon in 1948, is the precursor of the different communication models today. Considered the father of later communication models, it greatly enhanced the communication process in various fields. The sample illustration of this model shows that communication is initiated by an information source. Generally, a person who sends a message with the use of a transmitter and a device such as telephone or computer used in communication. As the sender encodes the message at one end, however, noise or any instrument may serve to interfere in the communication process. An instrument may serve as the source of the receiver. This model is one of the simplest models illustrating how communication works. Unlike the Shannon-Weaver model, which is one-way process, the transactional model, which is one-way process with the inclusion of feedback as one element. As shown in figure 2, this model is more interactive. There is a collaborative exchange of message between communicators with the aim of understanding each other. It also shows that a barrier such as noise may interfere with the flow of communication. Therefore, each person in the communication act is both a speaker, the sender, and a listener, the receiver, and can be simultaneously sending and receiving messages. Encoding and decoding are the two essential processes in this model. Encoding initiates the process of communication by converting the thoughts into content. This is done by the sender. When the message reaches the receiver, his or her primary responsibility is to decode or understand what the speaker intends to convey. Without these processes, information can never flow between individuals. Feedback from the recipient is delivered during the interaction process. The model considers that a barrier such as noise may interfere with the flow of communication. For example, if some of the employees are talking to each other about other things rather than the agenda, then they are interfering in the attainment of the meeting's goals. The transactional model considers that we constantly affect and are affected by those we communicate with. Each person in the communication process reacts depending on the factors such as their background, prior experience, attitudes, cultural belief, and self-esteem. These could also serve as interferences in this model. This is known as the transactional model, which was proposed by Dean Barnland in 1970. Transactional means that communication is an ongoing circular process. It may also mean simultaneous in the context of communication. To gauge your understanding about our lesson today, Take time in doing the tasks in your learning activity sheets. Thank you so much for listening attentively to our discussion today. I hope that you learn a lot. See you next lesson and enjoy the rest of the day. Always practice proper personal hygiene at all times. Goodbye.